So I've been milking out of this stanchion for about a year now. I built it myself. It was the first stanchion I ever built. And there's things I really love about it, and there's things that aren't so great about it. But I figured I'd give you a tour, let you know what I think and what you think if you have any ideas for a next rendition, if I build a next rendition. So the first thing about this stanchion is that it is totally freestanding. It's not attached to anything at all, so it needed to have a lot of structural support, because when a 900 or 1,000 pound animal gets in it and they're not happy about something, I wanted it to be able to hold. We used 4x4s for the main posts, and then we have a lot of cross support coming through here and some angled support as well, just to give it a little bit less give. We used a lot of carriage bolts in putting this together. Carriage bolts are really nice because they're going to have the support of the bolt head, but also the support of the washer and the nut on the other side. I did use some of these lead head screws. They're called headlocks, and they replace lag screws. So they're cheaper, they're easier to use, you don't have to drill anything, they won't split your wood, and they're really great for lighter work. Now, these screws go in just like a normal screw, but they have the strength of a lag bolt. So they can go in, they're smaller, and they're easy to use, but they can really join things together really nicely. There's a lot of layering that's going in to be able to use this headlock for that to be able to move. The other thing that I really like about this are these latches. These you can get on Amazon. They're really expensive, but they hold tight really well. I have yet to have a cow break through here. They're about 30 bucks, but can't beat them. These are gonna act like headers, and it ties the whole thing together. We're using carriage bolts for the whole thing, again, so that they can really suck into each other. As you can see, it'll move around a little bit, but it's not swaying in pieces. The whole thing is moving. After we started training the girls to come in here, I realized that we had a bit of an issue in that this cross beam keeps the cows in was too high. Their heads were able to get through if they were distracted, or just when they're learning to get into the stanchion and they're not comfortable, they're looking for a way to get out. So I went ahead and put these 2x4s in the bottom as well. It doesn't get in the way of milking. It's not really an issue anymore now that they get what's going on, but each year we're going to be training more cows to come in here, so it's not a bad thing to have. One more piece of security that we can put in that is going to keep the cows in place. For the base of this unit, because it's freestanding, I didn't know where exactly I'd be milking, and I didn't know how I'd be milking. So I built this so that I could lift it with the forks of my tractor. So this is on a 4x6 instead of a 4x4. I wanted a little bit extra height so that I wouldn't be down so low when I was milking. So altogether, this is, with the gravel, 6 or 7 inches off of the ground. It's really comfortable to milk in, and it's really easy to move. This feed bin, the feed bin I designed around these black tubs that you can get from Tractor Supply. They're actually great. They're really versatile. You can use them for mixing soil and stuff if you're potting plants. The main issue with this is that when the cow's head comes through here, a lot of times she will munch on this and then pick her head up and drop a bunch of her feed on the ground. Luckily, we've got a couple of chickens running around, so that feed doesn't go to waste. But it's definitely a design flaw. This is probably about 2 feet away from the head gate here. I'd say probably another 6 inches would take care of the problem. So that's our stanchion. Let me know what you think. If you have built your own stanchion and you see flaws in this one that I can improve on, let me know. If I've helped you design yours, then that's awesome.